there's something very interesting that Tokwe brought to our notes over the weekend on Single Street, and it's about this video that made rounds over the weekend about this. Well, they were going to be a potential couple, but I don't think they're a couple anymore. Nah. But a young lady comes on Instagram to say, hey, went out on a date, and this funny character asks me, what is your 5-year plan? And the guy is like, oh, wool up, I'm not going to
and before the guy replies, she now says, ha, 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 if we're going to be cracking each other up, let me ask you, what's your retirement plan?
Exactly.
And she said it was funny.
Well, the guy now did this. He went back on Instagram and said, yes, it was me. And there was nothing wrong with asking what your 5-year plan was.
Yes.
I mean, hey.
I support him.
So we're like, let's talk about this. I mean, is it wrong to ask your potential partner what their 5-year plan is on the first date?
Nah, bruh.
Well, so for you, so it depends. People are different. People are different. I am of the opinion that there is no question too big for the first date.
Exactly.
In today's day and age, if some people can go on a first date and, in quotes, get down on the first date.
Maybe it's not even date safe. They just reach there.
So if you can go that far, I don't think conversations like that, I don't think it's too early to have that kind of conversation. Because, for instance, now, if you do decide to get down on the first date, what if a baby comes from that getting down? Isn't it a serious matter? If he hadn't had his 5-year plan in place by then, and you have a baby on the way, hello, what's going on?
You've got a strong opinion on it, by the way.
So I'm very for knowing your 5-year plan and your retirement plan, because funny how last week I started thinking about a retirement plan, and I'm not going on any dates. My point is that it comes a time in your life where you begin to reprioritize things. And if you're trying to have something serious with somebody, from the beginning, you want to know, can we work together? Not to be so spiritual, but can two work together unless they agree? So let's be agreeing from now, we are going on the same direction. Not that I'm telling you, oh, in the next 5 years, I'm looking to maybe leave the country and do something. You say, oh, no, I'm grounded here for life. We can't walk.
It's possible.
Let me know if I want to spend money on the next date, or if I want to sit down in my house and be feeling
But let's check the structure of this date, is what I'm going to ask now. How did it come? We don't know. It was a candlelit and everything, very romantic according to the girl. And then he pops a question. How did he pop the question? He's like, okay, wait, okay, that's what I want. So, and what's your 5-year plan?
No, but think about it.
The girl,
no offense, but I feel like the girl probably does not have a 5-year plan. And if she did have a 5-year plan, that would be a best time to let the brother know that, yo, I got my things messed up together. And so if you want to know my 5-year plan, let me let you know that I have plans for my life. Because you're now saying, so what's your retirement plan? He should have a retirement plan. Do you understand?
I saw a reply to that post that talked about the fact that the girl also could have been on another edge of this particular story. That she knows that she has a 5-year plan, but it is not for him to ask.
Well, hey, you don't need to come off that way. You came at brother sideways with everything.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, she also could have been sarcastic in that video, saying, look, I know I have my 5-year plan, but it's not for you to ask me what it is.
I think one thing we're actually not really talking about is whether that first date was the absolute time to tell. To ask that question. Was it inappropriate? Maybe a second date, maybe at the end of the date.
I actually think maybe the guy didn't have anything to talk about. He was boring.
Hey, we're still going to talk about this, especially on social media.
She was boring.
Get type and tell us what you think. We have that post up already. We're going to get back and then check some of the responses out. Use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. We'll be right back. Well, alrighty then. Welcome. Let's do social media. And some of you have been talking about the topic that we put out yesterday, actually. And we talked about it here on the couch for coffee just a couple of moments ago when we visited Single Street. We have Tokwe with us here. And, of course, Titi's going to be joining this conversation. We were asking if there's anything wrong in asking a potential partner on the first date what his or her 5-year plan is. This came off of a conversation on Instagram over the weekend where this young man and this lady met up for a very interesting romantic date. But it turned out to be an interview, according to the lady. But what were your responses? Let's take a couple of them and then we'll get back to talking about it. You and I talk about it. Oscar Toby, not Titi's husband, says nothing is wrong with that. It's normal to ask self.
Thank you.
He says. Sadara says nothing bad in asking such, so long the question prepares you to know that he might as well be an ex by then. I don't get that.
No, so long the questionnaire prepares
questionnaire.
to know.
Okay. Okay, prepares to know that he might as well be an ex by then. Such possibilities exist in permutation. Interesting, Sadara. Damilola Osineye here says, there's nothing bad in asking that question if they are really serious about the relationship. That's another thing. So we can know if we are compatible or not, and so we don't end up telling stories that touch the heart. Atokwe, you are looking extra beautiful this morning.
Oh, tell me again, darling.
I thought so myself.
Thank you.
But yeah, she did touch on something, just so that you guys, if it's a serious date,
relationship,
then
exactly.
If
so
it's one of those flimsy ones. Yeah. Victor says, this is Lauren says, if only she is desperately in need to get settled. There are also rush hour guys. Don't get that, to clear her doubts, since she doesn't want to relax and let it flow. So a lot of points go into the gentleman here. Maliki says, ask anything you want, but what if tomorrow never comes? Yeah, okay, cool. And this is Ebolo Kebelis. It says, leave that 5-year plan. It's a first date. Enjoy it, but by getting to know the person first.
Wow.
All right, so this is where I'd like to actually say something, because while I am all for the guy here, and I do believe that he should have, the lady should have actually taken that question in good faith, I also think there's such a thing as enjoying the moment. And like I said from before, it depends when that question came in the course of the entire dinner. Was it like something that started the entire process, or was it something they talked up until?
I'm sure he's smart enough to start his conversations with other things and then talk about the 5-year plan. And I think that asking someone their 5-year plan actually makes you get to know that person, because the 5-year plan brings you into the person's life for what the person plans to achieve in the next 5 years. So I don't think there are other ways to know someone, but if you want to know someone for something serious, then that's a great start. Yes, and if you're saying, oh, enjoy it, we have the rest of our lives to enjoy each other.
All right, so the longer I think about it, the more I'm swaying toward the lady here.
Wow.
Now, bear with me here.
Bear in mind that he's married, though.
Stick with me, stick with me. Now, there's much more than establishing. There's much more to know about a person than the serious aspects of them. And I think on such a date, especially for the first one, it's getting to know the person on a surface level first before diving into the depths of their soul to reach out all their flaws and everything.
From single street,
yes,
we kind of like chat up before we meet up. So, and a lot goes down in chatting.
I've not been in the business for a while.
Exactly. So I'm in the business. A lot goes on in chatting. We've sent a lot of pictures to each other. So by the time we're seeing each other, I've moved though.
I don't know, Titi. When it was you and Oscar, how did this go? Did you guys do some chatting before? And when did he ask you about your 5-year plan?
Wow.
Or did the twins just come?
The truth is, there are some people who are actually attracted to the intellectual side of another person. Okay. So during this conversation, if this guy is going to be, in quote, turned on by this woman, it might be that 5-year plan that will make him just, that's my woman, I'm marrying this one, I can't let her go. She might just have lost this guy by not sharing what she has planned.
You know what I think? There's so many people, there's so many couples who have gone into a union, a marriage, saying exactly what Titi just said. I love that this lady is very serious. She's taking her life very seriously. You get married and then that's all she's about. The seriousness of life.
And that's where you come in.
It begins to wear out on the relationship. I had this conversation with someone
yesterday, but that's where you come in. You that knows the fun stuff. It is now your responsibility to show her the other side of life. You cannot just, because someone is this way, does not mean that the person is not open to learning your way. But if you say because she's like this, you will now be attacking her for being, and this is not because I'm a lady, it can even be
I think it just buttresses my point when I say it's not only about the serious stuff that you need to know on a date. But the fun stuff, and maybe there's time for that next week or the week after.
Imagine I tell you that my 5-year plan is, in the next 3 years, I want to go on a tour in 5 to 5 countries in Europe.
Good, thank you very much. Now, let's talk about dating etiquette.
Oh my days. I would
it has changed over the years, Mazino. We might not be exactly up to date.
Hey, listen, as someone who works in the media, I would like to believe that I'm up to date on everything.
Wow,
you want to throw me back in there now? I'm going to be good with it.
No. All right. So what's chatting etiquette? When you slide into someone's DM?
I don't slide into DMs.
But you said you're up to date.
But exactly. I can teach you a few things that I know still are tenable even now.
Okay.
I know not to ask for nudes.
Is that how you start a conversation? When you're sliding into my DM, what's the first thing you tell me?
This will be shooting myself in the foot. But the first thing I'm going to want to know about you is what you think like. I'm much more, I used to be, much more attracted to the way a person's mind curves.
So you see, you will ask a 5-year plan question.
5-year
No,
plan
I will
question.
ask a 5-year plan question, but I
not
doubt
on the
that I'll
first date.
ask it on the first date because
Okay.
I would like to know those intrinsic bits of you first before all the serious, you know.
But how do you? Remember that my DM
We'll
is
work
open.
our way
but what
to
would
that.
you say that would make me reply?
Grab your phone. Let's do a sample here right now. and I'm gonna go. Hey, hi. See you on TV. I really love what
that
you
is the
do.
wrongest way to start.
Wait now, this is impromptu.
See, I'm
My
already
God.
lolling him.
Titi,
You've already
please.
dulled.
It's impromptu. So hey, you're really good on television. I'm a big fan.
Wow.
Lol.
Hell no.
Lol.
Hell no.
I
That's it.
Stuff.
I will cancel. I'm blocking her.
I'm not going to reply.
Titi, am I good when if I'm to block that kind of sarcastic person?
Omo, I'm good on TV. So wait, it's only TV that you saw. No, I'm a human being now. Anyhow.